Sorry, can you please put that down? Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna be doing another video, and yeah, guys, I've been thinking this video through. That's why I haven't done as much videos as I've done in recent every single day. But today we're gonna try to do a scary story or something that will get you guys entertained. So yeah, and let me try to do something real quick to just see if it's BuzzFeed is just like something. I think this will have some scary stories. I'm not sure. I've never used BuzzFeed as much as most YouTubers do. I don't know why. This is my first option, so okay, so guys, I'm gonna try to look for. Really? You're not typing? Oh, there's scary stories here. More girl. Keeps like lagging. I'm just gonna wait for it since something's scary. Story. You guys will be able to see if I'm actually reading it right. If I accidentally mess up something, it's because I'm pretty much not as a good reader as most people think I'll be, just because I go to school and I get stories. If you like true scary stories on certain of demonic possessions are true. Okay. I don't want. So I'm just gonna read this. This looks very scary. Okay. In 1930, a man named Carl Tanzler was living in Key West, Florida, when he met Elena Ois. So that's probably Carl Tanzler. Elena had checked into the U.S. Marine Hospital, where Tanzer was working as an X-ray technician. It was determined she had tuberculosis, a diagnosis that was at that time often a death sentence. That's Elena. She was diagnosed with tuberculosis. As a child, Tanzler had what is that? As a child, Tan had hard. That's how you say it, probably. I don't know. That's just confusing. I thought BuzzFeed was very reliable, and they didn't do these type of mistakes. Really. As a child, Tanzer had a dream where a dead relative showed him a woman he'd meet one day. When he met Elena, he was certain she was the dream girl. So that's probably that Elena or the dead relative. I'm not sure. Just pass this. Okay, so she is Hispanic, as I see right here. Elena was because her name is also right there. Elena was a 21 21-year-old Cuban woman whose husband had left her, though they were still legally married until her death. Tanzler was a 55. Oh my God, girl! He is 30 years older than you. Ugh! Just thinking that makes me so disgusted. Tanzler was a 55-year-old German, and had left his family in another part of Florida to live alone in Key West. He greatly exaggerated his Okay, guys, I am very little, and I'm still reading this because I love scary stories, and that's what mostly I love. So, exaggerated his accomplishments and called himself Count von Close. He wasn't a count. So, that's probably Elena and Tanzler. Tanzler was obsessed with Elena. He tried desperately to cure her disease. He ignored the hospital's protocol and the boundaries of his own job desperation, playing doctor with at-home treatments and homemade medicines. So technically he was obsessed with Lena, and he wanted to cure her disease, so yeah. Meanwhile, he smothered with her love offerings and marriage proposal. Though it's doubtful she respected his feelings, because he was a huge creep and she was just trying to survive her disease ravaging her body. That's so sad. It doesn't seem as scary. Not surprisingly, Tanzler inappropriate advances and unauthorized cures did not work, and Elena died in 1931. So yeah, she died. He was trying so bad because he was obsessed with her, but he was a creep. Most creeps do that, so they don't lose their person that they like. Creeps should just tell other people that they like them, so they don't get bad reputations. So yeah. And where was I? And Elena died in 1931. Tanzler personally brought a Muslim to her house with her remains. Unbeknownst to her family, he was the only one with the key and would visit her at night. He also apparently had a telephone installed in the Muslim so they could talk. Two years after Elena's death, Tanzler secretly removed her body and towed it to his home in a children's wagon. He later claimed that though one of his conversations, Elena had instructed him to do so. So, that is very weird. And, that's just disgusting. Tanzler filled Elena's rotting corpse with rags, secured her bones with wire, and mended her skin with wax and plaster. So he's trying to make her look again. Beautiful. Oh my God. He dressed her body in her own clothes and a wig of her own hair. He, oh my god, the wig of her own hair. He inserted eyeglasses and disguised the spell of the cave with perfume. That is disgusting, and I don't even know if he like. Okay, guys. I will not read anymore because this is guys. For just for something I saw down there, and if I will read it, but I will just not say the bad things. Like, okay, so and most upsetting of all, he made a Tanzer also barrelized intend to use the airship shown below launches Elena's hopes into space, which he thought would resecure her and turn her back the clock on her body's decay. Okay, we're moving right along. In 1940, suspicious that something weird was going on, Elena's sister Florinda went to Tanzer's house. She found the disturbing scene and contacted the police. So that is very, very rude. You should let us leave in peace, especially if they die of natural cause, which is a disease. More to let them rest. Tanzer was arrested for grave robbing, but he ended up walking free because the statute of limitations on the crime had already been passed. The body was removed and placed on view for the public at the local funeral home. The scene was a giant spectacle, attracting over 6,000 people, including the press. Many chose to romanticize the story, seeing Tanzer as a man entwined in a tragic love. For the rest of his life, Karl Tanzer longed for Elena. He was actually the guy to ask for her corpse back, but it was buried in an unmarked grave by this time, so he'd never be able to find it. He died in 1952. He was found with another horrifying creation, a life-size doll wearing plastered death mask of Elena. Okay, so that's all of it. I hate this. This is so creepy and disgusting and scary, and not like discuss this, but it's more of like you need to leave people alone once they die. You have to let go of them. So I'm gonna try to read another one. Just let me check if this so it's 14 minutes already. So I'm gonna read another one because I pretty much already verified my account. So yeah. will read more of these guys if you guys recommend it. And yeah, guys, it's all about you guys. You guys are the best. You guys help me so yes, some of my friends to show you guys my chickens, but that will be very a little bit more time because they are annoying and they do need some time, and I would not like to show them to the people that I don't know as much as the people that I do know that go to school. God, guys, it's because of my voice. Okay, I already read that one. None of the most terrifying stories from all the world, guys, that is the best. If it's this, then I'll go for it, because if it takes too long, guys, I'll just scroll down. Okay, guys, it is too long, so
brothers, I didn't want to do it to you. I really didn't, but you got to pay my check, so I got to put you down. Oh my God, you dance. Totally dance.
okay, guys, so guys, just real quick, I'm just gonna tell you guys that this was a good time. And just knowing that you guys watched one of my videos, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and